Such is true despair. What shall we do?
You're asking us? You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
Here we go.
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
Shutdown sequence.
If our memories
Graduate.
up until now disappear, I will not
Don't
even
interact
remember
in these arguments.
the reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but
I mean, we can't really interact with any of this. So
I want to see Peko one more time. If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that. This is all the Future
it's all
Foundation's
just
fault.
white text. So
They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know, but...
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
graduate or shut down. The world or me. Hope or despair. They're telling us to choose. To choose between that. Why? Why do we have to choose?
I can't do it. Huh? You can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden, don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever, and ever and ever and ever.
All right! A
Nihil.
good reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call. Yes, there's no way I would forget.
What does the he'll
With
even
this,
mean?
Junko's gone.
You just fuck everything?
Alright! I'm gonna showcase my full cook. Just leave the BGM to Ibuki! Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess? I've prepared you a training regiment.
Ooh, if you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
After all this time?
What was this again? Wow, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending.
All
I mean,
right.
there was only one thing
Again
we could
with
shoot, so...
And with this, the world will
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
Well, shooting it doesn't do it, right? So...
All right. A game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loot.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Oh, copy Chiaki's statement and use it on her first
That is a wise
statement?
call.
Yay!
Yes, there's
And with this, Junko.
But there wasn't another statement here. That was only her
showcase my
first
full
one.
cook. Just leave the BGM. Hey, can I take a picture?
Want to be awed by the sight? I've prepared you a
Ooh, if you get
Should I begin with a That's not it.
Oh, she
You
changed
guys
her
are part
dialogue
of the
not.
game, right?
Okay.
all right. A game.
And with this, the world...
An eternal game utopia sounds like
This world... Who are you?
God, I need to sleep so much. That's okay, Cheshire. You can just go to sleep and you can catch up.
I'm just a part
Watching
of the
the
game.
stream Vaughn.
But you
The
guys
ending
aren't,
of it,
right?
if you want, tomorrow.
Chiaki? Is that you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared.
We see the end live.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. Tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up? Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear. As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but...
You're probably just scared, right?
Like when me and
Not
my
just
cousin
of
stayed up to 6
disappearing.
in the morning, watch the
You're
final
scared
of
of
Dota
moving toward the
International.
future with such
Sounds
a
like
heavy
fun.
burden, right?
I used to do all-nighters with my cousins too when I was
scared.
younger. Well, when we were younger. I haven't really seen them in a while, actually.
I'm obviously terrified of that.
When I was like 14, 13,
How much longer are
I
you
used to
going to
spend
be
all
this
my time with my
indecisive?
cousins.
Huh?
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
I hate all-nighters though, getting too old.
Hajime,
I
You've
feel
had
the
it
same
wrong
way
this whole
nowadays. I do
time.
prefer going to sleep early and
Oh.
waking up early, to be honest.
having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world.
Well, I do all night, so some midnight
So
releases.
it's going to
I
be
think the
alright.
last all night I did was
think
the
it's time
Diablo
you
2
finally
stream.
had confidence in
I
yourself.
streamed for 14 hours straight with no breaks. Actually, I didn't get up to drink water or go to the bathroom. It was like actually 14 hours straight. So I did an all-nighter for that back in September.
Hey, Chiaki.
That was fun though.
Can
But
you tell me something?
I wouldn't do that in general just for fun. It wasn't fun. It was like I was actually dying. I mean,
Which choice should
it
I
was
make?
fun. It was pretty fun.
My
But
hope.
I wouldn't do that for leisure though. I would just, you
Which
know,
one should I
go to
choose?
sleep early, wake up early, and then play as I wake up.
You guys are the only ones who
How
have
did
the
you
right
do
to
that, by
decide
the way?
your future
I don't know.
and the responsibility.
Felt
to.
like it. My plan wasn't to play for 14 hours. My plan was to play through the game. But it took me 14 hours, so...
So you're saying I should
just-
choose for myself?
It had been so long since I played the game, I didn't actually remember a lot of the stuff. I would definitely, if I went back and just play it right now, I could definitely do it in like 5 hours on my next try, for sure. Maybe even less if I kept trying,
But
but
if you can't choose either future,
it was my first
why
try
don't you
in
just create
years.
one?
Years, many years. So I had no idea what I was doing most of the time, so it took quite long.
Create?
even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help? I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world?
Copy Jack
I don't
statement
wanna
at the end and
sacrifice
you know
myself.
everything. Oh, I see.
It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko.
I hate
the
his
Future
haircuts
Foundation's
though.
fault.
Like, holy shit, just cut your hair.
Not mine.
You're
I
such a
can't choose
genius,
the
you can just
future.
do it yourself, right? I
See,
mean, I
if you
cut my
just
own
do it,
hair,
things will turn
so-
out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
This is me? Is this really me? So uncool, that's totally uncool.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura.
Just cut your
Who
own
cares
hair,
what will
god damn it.
happen to I don't want to sacrifice myself.
I'm not even a genius and I can
It's
do
not
it
like I'll be
myself, so it's not that
appreciated anyway.
difficult, my dude.
There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Even so, not mine. Even so, I can't choose the future. Even so,
There we go.
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappoint. Everything that happened here,
Skip
it
to
won't be
dialogue a little bit.
meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to
I'll
create
get ready
the
to just go
future.
ham.
Even if it's a convenient miracle,
Like I'm
if you just do it,
I'm gonna get
things will
killed
turn out okay.
and they're gonna remove my ass meat
That's why you can't
make ham?
hesitate now.
like a
Resolve
pig.
to throw everything away and give it everything
Wait, is
you
ham
got.
ass meat? I think it is, right?
Kyle,
It's buttocks
be
or something
cheering
like that.
for you too.
Maybe it's the thighs. Why am I even thinking about
That
that?
reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
forgot to say it again. Awaken. What? Oh, you just have to press it really fast. Okay.
I will not even remember.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Pekka.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
If we turn back into ultimate despair,
What is this?
we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility.
I mean, there are probably a lot of people on the internet who admittedly eat your chopped off ass. Don't say that!
And they're both despair.
Mash A more? More?
The conclusion will never be fucking reached.
I don't have a bullet. I don't even have a thing. Oh, store power.
If the memories
Oh,
we made
okay.
disappear,
So I just have to mash A?
I will not even
Okay.
remember.
Do I have to mash A or hold A? What? No, it seems like I'm holding
If we
A.
don't rid
Okay.
the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
Okay, just make this penis go longer.
One more time.
There we go, future. The future penis.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here just I will not even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of the tragedy will start once.
I want to see Pekka one more. If we turn back into, we might be killed by the Future.
This is your responsibility.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation.
They're both hope and they're both. The conclusion will never be.
No, that's wrong!
Break. Alright.
There won't just be hope. There will probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits
Super
us,
Saiyan. Super Saiyajin.
but our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future.
Super
I will
Sonic.
fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
So Japanese. Open your heart. Just needs a theme music. Roboto Showdown. Future. Okay. It's pretty easy to me.
You despair because you yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is gonna continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
Infinite slashes. Yeah, I
You
saw
don't
that.
have to look at the hopeless future.
Wait, just press. Why? What? That didn't work?
damn it!
What am I supposed to
You
do that?
despair because you yearn for hope because you. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes. And
Is it because I have to get rid of the noise? But I never had noise in this before. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I think the white noise doesn't do anything. So I just...
damn it!
You despair because you yearn for
I thought I was supposed to press Y like in the other things, but that didn't work.
Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. You do that, this game is. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
Okay, let's try this again. What? How is that not working?
You despair because you yearn for
Okay, that's some bullshit going on here.
There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Finally! Oh my god! Try not slashing that. No, I was supposed to... I guess I just had to press Y faster, I guess. Because the lag or something wasn't working. Oh no, I hate this. This is the worst.
I don't want anything. You have no argument.
I'm just missing. It's like actually impossible. Because the rhythm doesn't match the song,
A
so...
miracle won't happen. This crappy feeling. I don't want anything. Lizuru!
Please just end. I don't want to have to do this naturally without my power up.
The future will make you suffer.
Just give up already.
No, I'm fucked.
You're not Hope. I don't want to lose anything. Any choice is despair. You're not Hope. You have no argument.
Okay, we can use the fever again. So let's hope this finishes it, because
You have no
if it
argument.
doesn't, I'm fucked because it's not working.
There's no
I
hope.
can't actually press in the
You
rhythm.
won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
He's too funny.
But
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence, we'll...
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just
Hajime
create it on our
Supersonic
own.
is Junko Tails for having two hair
the
tails,
future that we want.
because she used those to fly.
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else!
we just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct? I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move, when I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea, it was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it, like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light, it was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision!
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out, but... I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff.
Good dialogue.
If someone's strong, worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know?
You know?
That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
I really hope after the ending,
Man,
it's just like they
this
go
sure is
back
getting
to
annoying again.
they go back to being like evil people and just kill everybody. That would be the greatest.
But if you're saying you're gonna do it,
I'll actually
there's
be
no way
happy
I
with
can
that
back out
end.
now.
But well, I guess it's not gonna happen. Let's be honest.
If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair! What is
It's just the guitar in the background is actually making me laugh.
Hajime, everyone,
It's gone.
thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Huh?
Oh, we have to do the trial. There we go. The whole going, hope we triumph, and then the minute they get out, they're like, let's go slap someone.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
this is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Oh, Usami. It's not Monami anymore. One last execution. Very gay execution, so it's a fitting ending. If she doesn't do a Genki Dama, I'm gonna be disappointed. Nah, she didn't. Ah, that sucks. There we go.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
That is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? Doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere, 'cause we're all friends after all.
Game over. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. End. Obtain the present giant cell phone. Not sure how useful that's gonna be at this point. I guess I'll save. And so, the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality, is about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope Speak Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then I guess we should get going.
Hey, Makoto. Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn
My god,
back,
these characters are so
they
bad.
wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking
That's
about
not the
helping
ending
their
I
sleeping
want. I
friends.
want the ending with the characters I like.
I can't really say for sure, but
I
that's
spend
what I
time
believe.
with.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the
It's
smallest
like, I don't even
possibility,
fucking care about you
they're still
three.
trying
Just
to create that future for themselves.
show me the
In their
characters I
eyes,
would care about.
That is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't
Like,
you think?
like if they end the game without having a final scene with Nagito, I'm actually gonna be mad.
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island.
Alright, my dudes.
If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Like, really? They're on gonna
Let's go back as well.
they're gonna end the
We're not
game
even
like the
close to
characters I
finished
don't
yet.
even care about?
There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation.
Oh my god, such
the
a
biggest,
great
most
ending
awful,
scene.
Most tragic event in human
Like
history
3 people
is
I
not
don't even
finished.
care.
We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside
Please do
you
not
all
do
for a
this
little
to
while
me.
longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
Shut up. Just give me a final scene with Nagito or something.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
So Hajime, he's gonna stay there. It's cool.
My future lies here.
Epilogue: The Day Before the Future. Here we go. I guess that's it. It's not gonna be an actual epilogue after that, right? And that was Danganronpa 2. Alright, I'll say what I think of it. I think I had, during the game, during most of the chapters, I had moments where I was like, this is really good, and I had moments where like, what is this crap? Why am I playing this? I think the game had a tendency to just spin around useless dialogue for way too much, which is okay. I got through it, and then you get the dialogue that's actually good and the stuff that's actually interesting, and you're like, alright, this is actually good, it's not bad. So that's okay, it's not the worst part. But I will say, on these final 2 chapters, there were a lot of things that just dwindled my enjoyment of the game. The shitty conclusion to chapter 5 was actually so disappointing, because it just doesn't make any sense, and it just like breaks the game's own rules. It felt like bullshit, and that sucked. And on chapter 6, it was just like, first off, I hated Chihiro. Just stop with that bullshit, just cut that off. I'm not playing the first game, just leave that fucking shit alone. But also, not just the bullshit, but it's just like the game just goes around for so long. The investigation on chapter 6 just like felt like such a chore. It was just like stuff that was like took half an hour for us to get a simple like exposition, and on every exposition it just repeats the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over, which I do understand. It's like, you kind of have to do that, I guess, at some point in the game, where you wouldn't expect people to, I don't know, not pay much attention. But at the same time, though, for someone who's paying attention and trying to solve things in my own head as I'm following along with the game, it just feels like absolutely ridiculous. It's just like, I'm like, yeah, I know, I've heard this 100 times. I know, yes, I heard this 100 times. It's just like, every exposition just felt like such a huge time waste, just because of how long they took with everything. And to be fair, they did took that long. They took that long on every chapter. But on most of the chapters, it was okay, because the repeating exposition were at least with the characters that were interesting, or at least with the characters that you enjoy. But on chapter 6 was most just like random exposition, just like random just story bits, and like characters that I don't even care about, the characters that I hate. And it's just like, I have to keep like grinding into this shit, and the endless repetition of all the exposition every time we get a new clue or a new information, just like keep going over and over and over in a circle. I'm just like, just fucking hell. Chapter 6 was like actually fucking awful. And I would say the trial for chapter 6 was really bad. For a while, I would say I'll divide it in 2 parts. The bad part about the trial from chapter 6 was definitely the interactions between the characters I do not care about. The characters from Danganronpa 1. It was just like, shut up! You know, I want to see the characters from the game I'm playing, the characters I've bonded with, the characters I have interest in with, to actually like resolve things among themselves. And that was the good part of chapter 6's trial, was when the game switched from being all about Makoto, Byakuya, and the other girl, and being all about Hajime, Chiaki, and Fuyuhiko, and Kazuichi, and Sonia. That was a lot more interesting, and just like the other characters from the story that I actually cared about. So the trial got better towards the end. You can notice, you can clearly see watching the stream, there was a long stretch of time during the trial where I was just quiet, because I didn't have anything to say. The trial was just going over and over the same things, and the stuff that doesn't matter, and the stuff that we don't care about. And then the trial would be like, here's a twist, and sure, the twist was interesting, but it was just like such dull characters that it just was difficult for me to continue interested despite the twists that were happening. Until they went back to the actual characters from Danganronpa 2. And then the twists started happening with those characters, and that was interesting. That revitalized my interest in the story and in what was happening at all, because when it was just characters from Danganronpa 1 just arguing with each other and just saying stuff and just giving exposition, I was actually like, just fucking kill me. This is like actually hell. But I will say my impressions of the game, my opinion of the game, I say it's overall very positive. The game shines the most when we're having the interactions between the characters in the game. It's like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. It's when the game really shines. I won't say chapter 5 because that was kind of really bad. Even though after they give us the explanation for Nagito's motive, it feels not so bad. But the resolution for chapter 5, it just soured it for me. Just soured it. But I love the concept of Nagito having to like trying to kill everybody else. That actually is really cool. I really like that like resolution for the end of it. But like actually getting Chiaki as a murderer, that actually made no sense. That actually went against the own rules of the game, and I'm still salty about that. I did not enjoy chapter 5. But I will say the game was interesting. It was fun. The characters were amazing. Nagito Komaeda was obviously the highlight of the entire game. But yeah, the other characters were great too. And I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Definitely the lowest points in the games when I had to interact with characters from Danganronpa 1. And not just Chihiro, which I absolutely hate, but all the other characters which just feel dull to me. Like, they have no meaning for myself and they just feel dull in this story. Why were they even here? I don't know, I guess they have to be here because of the story, but still, it's just... The ending of the game focused so much on the characters that I do not care. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just... I feel sad we didn't even get a final scene with Nagito, you know? It's just like, just give me a final scene with Nagito. He was such the highlight of the entire story. And we didn't even really get a conclusion with him. With Nekomaru, with Akane, with Sonia, with Fuyuhiko, with Kazuichi, with Chiaki, with the people like Ibuki, Mahiro, the people we actually cared about. It was just like 3 people I couldn't give 2 shits about talking about their future. It's just like, what? I spent this game, I played like, what, 40 hours of this game? And you're gonna like give me exposition on like, end the game with like characters I haven't even seen, characters I don't even care about, characters where I have 0 connection with. It's just like, fuck, that was not a satisfying end. I'll say that. But I will say the whole getting to know the characters from Danganronpa 2, the whole solving the murders was very, very interesting. It was very fun. It was a good game. Even this game was 100% your cup of tea, I'm glad you were here to talk and connect more because of it. I wouldn't say it wasn't 100% my cup of tea. I will say this type of game is my cup of tea. And I felt, for a long time playing the game, I felt like I was really enjoying it. I felt like, wow, this is amazing. This is a great game, such great story, such great characters. It's just a few sour things that kind of made the experience not perfect for myself. It's just resolution for chapter 5, Chihiro coming back with that bullshit, the characters from Danganronpa 1, which I do not care, being a major point of the final part of the game, was just like so anticlimactic. It's just the expositions on the final chapter taking so long to get anywhere and just going in circles and circles and circles and circles and never getting to the point of it. And it's just... that kind of soured the experience. But I will say, it's still a good game. And the game shines really, really bright when you're actually playing the game. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. The game shines really, really brightly. It's a really good game. Solving the murder cases is really fun. The characters are all really fun. The twists were all really fun. And it's always amazing. Like, you just connect with the characters in a way that's like really cool. And you get really attached to the story that's happening. So that's really cool. As for the ending story, I do not mind the whole, virtual reality thing. That does not bother me. What really bothered me was the other things I talked about. And just like not not having a resolution with the characters I like, you know? It's just the resolution, it felt like it was mostly just Hajime and the characters from Danganronpa 1. It's just kind of like... It's not what I wanted from the end of the game. I wanted, I don't know, more resolution for the other characters, I guess. I guess we also had resolution for Chiaki, which is cool. But it's like, all the other interesting characters that I had connected with just ended. There was nothing interesting about that ending at all. Which I kind of, I don't know, I feel like they owe us a final scene with Nagito. Are you kidding me? The actual like highlight of the entire game was Nagito Komaeda, and we like barely even see him at the end of the game. She's like, I mean, I get that he's dead, but you know, after the whole thing, I don't know. But still, really good game, Danganronpa 2. Definitely better than the first game. I'm interested to see Danganronpa 3, as long as they don't come back to the horrible characters from Danganronpa 1 on Danganronpa 3, I'm gonna have a great time. Just don't bring back Chihiro's bullshit, don't bring back Makoto, Byakuya, like the people I don't care about. Don't make it about them. Make it about the characters in the game that I'm connecting with. So... But in general, I had a good time with the game. Really good game. It does tend to take too long sometimes to resolve simple things. And a thing that happened a lot in pretty much every trial is that we were always ahead of the trial. We're always ahead. We already knew the resolution to things because we were thinking as we were playing. But the game just spends so long just dragging along and then random dialogue, which is fine, but just going in circles and circles and circles, and then there's a twist, and then after there's a twist they have to go back and talk about everything again that happened, and it's just reanalyzing things that you've already analyzed and explaining things that you already understand. But it wasn't that bad when that was happening with the characters that I actually care for. What truly killed it for me on chapter 6, it was just that we was doing exactly that thing, but with characters that I had no connection with characters that I didn't like, with characters that, like, I couldn't care less. It just kept going on forever for like hours and hours. So that was kind of annoying, but still, it doesn't sour the entire game. I had a good time. It's a good game. There's a really cool Nagito special that you would like. There's all the stuff here, right? Novel. You can read light novel Danganronpa IF, written by that amazing writer. Extras. Vending machine, sound gallery, artwork gallery, events gallery, mono machine. What would be the Nagito special? Experience the battles between Monomi and Mono Beast that occurred behind the scenes. Nagito special is an animal. Oh, I see. I might check that out then. That seems pretty interesting. I've enjoyed these streams a lot. Never really interacted with a person streaming this way before. I thought it was really fun, so thank you. That's probably partly why we were ahead too. Many heads involved. Yeah, for sure. And I will say, definitely the most fun part of the stream was definitely getting closer to, you know, Cheshire, to Maddie, and to some of the other people who were always around the streams as well. That's definitely the highlight of streaming for me, is definitely getting closer to people, getting to chat with people, getting to know people better, so it's definitely very fun. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed. That was Danganronpa 2. Besides me having many negative feelings about it, I still think it's a good game. I still enjoyed my time with it. And I'm still pretty happy that it ended. Happy in the sense that I'm pretty satisfied with everything, except not having a final Nagito scene. That sucked. But, and like having way too much, but I'm not gonna get into that again. Just way too much focus on the character that I do not care at the end. Made the ending feel kind of poor. It's kind of like, I don't know, you imagine you watch Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, and then on Toy Story 4, it's just like characters you've never seen before, characters you don't care about. It's like the whole story is about them. I mean, that's fine, but that's fine if they're making a new thing, its own thing. Toy Story 4 would be its own thing, but imagine if they did that with characters you've never seen to end the story about the characters you care for. The story from Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. It just feels weird, you know? That's just... No, just get the characters from the actual story in there. Just fuck off with all the Danganronpa 1 bullshit. If I wanted to play Danganronpa 1, I'd go back to it. It's not what I am here. I went to Danganronpa 2 specifically because I didn't want to do Danganronpa 1. So, that was kind of annoying, but... And it's kind of like really a weak ending, I'll say. But it's still pretty interesting, still pretty good. The stories we had during the middle of the game will definitely make up for a weak ending. It's like, even if the ending sucks, the game was still great. The characters were amazing, the stories were great, the murders were very interesting and very challenging, and it was always a lot of fun. Anyways, yeah, I enjoyed Danganronpa 2. Not perfect in any way, but still a good game. So, yeah. Anyways, I really have to go. I know it's said a few times, but yeah, Sleepy Town was a long time ago. See you all around. I'll see you, Cheshire. And I see everybody else. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's stream. I hope you have enjoyed the conclusion for Danganronpa 2. I hope you have enjoyed more than I did, but still, I hope you have enjoyed it. And I hope to see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.